everybody, Bazker back again with a video on my ball lightning build. This will probably be the final video in this series. I may do some updates with mapping and things like that later, but I kind of think I've taken the character to its max point right now with the gear that I have, so I really need to find some better gear before I can really do anything more with it. But I did want to go over a few changes that I've made and just give you a quick little progress update. So I have switched over to the Summon Flame Golem now. I was using an Ice Golem, and I found that the Flame Golem is doing quite a bit more damage on its own, plus getting that 19% increased damage is much better than the crit damage I was getting from the Ice Golem, since I'm not really picking up any crit anywhere else for this build. The other major change that I have made is, well, one, I've pathed out of here and came through here. The only reason I did that is at one point I dropped this node so that I could pick up something else elsewhere, and it didn't really lose anything by coming over here, so that worked out okay. So that's different there. And I think beyond that, the only other major change I did is I was pathing down through the life wheel through here. And what I've done instead is come down this way, and I've grabbed these knockback nodes. I had grabbed several jewels that have knockback distance on them and knockback chance, and I was finding that was really quite fun. So I was like, well, let's see what I can do. So I went ahead and I pathed into these and seen what it does, and now I've got quite a bit more defensive ability on that because I'm constantly pushing people away from me. It works out quite well. So when you look at this right now, I've got a 29% chance to knock people back, and it's a 50% modifier on that knockback. So I'm doing quite good with that. I'm still using a Herald of Ice, Herald of Lightning, and a Clarity. I still can't keep my mana up with the outrunning Clarity. That's definitely something I need to work on. Beyond that, I'm still using a Flame Golem, a Flame Totem, excuse me, to do major damage to bosses and harder enemies. So that's one thing that I'd really like to get rid of at some point, get rid of the Flame Totem, even if I'm swapping it out for another totem that gives me some, like a Spell Totem maybe, and does lightning, ball lightning off of it. That would be okay. I'm not sure if I could do this or not, but maybe a ball lightning curse on hit setup would be okay for a totem, or even a self cast. That might be okay. The other thing I've swapped out of is I got rid of greater multiple projectiles, and I went with lesser multiple projectiles. Still getting really good area, and it's clearing a lot faster than GMP was, but it's still slower than a single projectile in some respects. So I get more damage, so the single projectile is doing more damage against one particular enemy, but when I'm dealing with packs, it doesn't really matter because I'm not getting enough AoE on that single ball to actually clear out the whole pack very easily. So I'm going to use LMP for now. I may switch back to getting rid of LMP and GMP and just using a single ball. I tried that for a while with slower projectiles. Damage was really good, but really only good against really small packs and bosses. And the major downside I had with it, especially with the knockback that I have now, is I'm knocking the enemies back too far for the slower projectiles to get to them before they disappear. So that was a problem. So I've gotten rid of slower projectiles and gonna go with LMP and quality it up and see how that goes. It seems to be working pretty good so far. I'm doing quite a bit of clearing with it. 1654 DPS on the ball lightning is fairly misleading in my opinion. I don't think that's the actual damage I'm doing. I'm clearing out packs pretty quick with LMP attached. So we'll see. I was doing a map that I keep dying in for Zana. It's another one of the 330 or 366% XP boost maps, which is cool, but I'm not sure that I'm going to run that anymore. I was dying quite a bit, so I might go back into it after this video, finish it out. But I got some dislikes on that particular video. It was my last video, and nobody really commented on why they disliked it. They just put a thumbs down. Not sure if that's just, haters gonna hate, or if that's, something that I've done in that video that people just really disliked, because I haven't really gotten any dislikes on other videos. So I'd be curious if you were somebody who disliked the other video. Let me know in the comments. I'd kind of like to know what you didn't like about it so that I can either improve upon it later, or just know what that was, because opinions are fine. You don't have to like the video. I really don't care. But I'd like to know why you don't like it so that I can improve if that's a problem. So let me know in the comments whether you like these videos or dislike these videos. Like I said, constructive criticism's always good. I would kind of like to say the next videos probably are not going to be Path of Exile related. You'll probably see some RimWorld and Banished, maybe some City Skylines. I kind of want to give Path of Exile a little bit of a break for a little while. I've been getting lots of latency spikes here lately. I'm not sure what's up with that. I know that I'm not the only one complaining about it, so I don't think it's my internet. See, there's one you can see right now. It just spiked up really hard. And then there's another. It's not my internet. Other stuff's working fine, and with everybody else complaining, I have to assume that it's something on the either the GGG side or the gateways to get in. I've tried Texas and Washington. I'm having problems on both. Other people having problems on both of those as well. So we'll see how it goes. I did start another character. My next major character will probably be Blade Vortex. It's really quite fun. I discovered it was fun while I was leveling up an Ice Crash build, and that may also be a build that I take all the way up, but we'll see where it goes. The Blade Vortex will probably be a Chaos Physical damage build, and the Ice Crash is a Facebreaker build. I had also found the unique Talisman, I believe it was, that turns in all your claw nodes into unarmed nodes as well. So I think I can get a lot of damage out of that, but right now the Ice Crash was kind of boring for me. I'm not a big fan of melee builds. So if I can get the attack speed up on it and the AoE up on it, I think I'll really enjoy that build. But right now I'm not having a ton of fun with it, so I'm switching over to Blade Vortex, and we'll see where that goes. And I may do a few videos on that as well. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to jump into a map, I think, and see what I got here. Maybe a T3. Yeah, reef map, that'll work. Rare monsters, Nemesis mod, not great. That'll work. And hopefully I don't lag out and die on you again. One thing I should bring up really quick though is I just kind of wanted to point out I have cleared all the quests on Act 4 Merciless. I've completed every single quest in the game with this character, so it's definitely doable. I did die a few times on Malachai, not all at one time. I got into him and I would do one, die, go back, level up, find some better gear, come back in, do it again. I probably died a total of 30 times on Malachai before I finally took him down. And most of that was not in his final form. Most of that was actually when it was him and Piety, so I feel kind of stupid about that. But it eventually it worked out, and I was able to beam down and get the achievement completed. For anybody who's curious, I've completed 12 achievements. I'm well on my way to probably 14 at this point. I think I'm only missing a couple of the Rogue Exiles, and I say achievements, challenges is what I mean. Just kind of give you a quick little rundown here. I need to claim one more Talisman, which I believe is tier 3. I think the last 3 are all tier 3 ones that I don't have. Maybe they're tier 4. I'm not sure. I haven't looked them up. Need to kill a couple more bosses with talismans, which, as near as I can tell, these only spawn at the stone circles. I'm not positive, but that appears to be the case. I haven't seen them anywhere else, and when I've tried to look them up on the wiki, I can't seem to find any mention of them other than for this challenge. So if you know, let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know where to go pick them up. I've got just a couple more the exiles to kill. I do carry around a talisman with me, and anytime there's an exile, I drop it just in case it's one I need to fight. I need to upgrade my hideout one more time, and that'll get me up there. So yeah, well on my way to getting these. And you know, if I actually end up getting a lot more of the challenges, I'll probably come in and do a quick video on that just to show that, you know, specifically for this build. All those challenges were completed with this build. And just a real quick look at the gear here. Don't think anything has really changed a whole lot, but I'll leave these up for just a second. You can pause the video if you want to see. I think this might be a new belt. And if you remember, I am using Iron Will, so strength is nice for this build. These might be some new boots. And I did kind of deviate from the self-found on this. I have started purchasing some stuff. I'm just not finding stuff enough on my own. Even though I've really pumped up the rarity on this build. I do want to change out the scepter at some point in time. I just haven't found anything better. The helmet. Might be a new shield. Pretty good all resist on it. And I do believe this is still the same amulet that I have been running for quite a while. So anyways, that's that. Not really doing anything differently, I don't think, on my flask from the last video. Here they are, just in case. Instant. Move. I got movement speed on my granite flask there. It's kind of nice. Bleeding, and then remove freeze and quicksilver. Okay. I'm not going to do anything more other than run this map, so you can, if you want to stop watching, that is perfectly fine. Leave me some comments below. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing, want me to keep doing some more videos. Like it if you want. Thumbs down's okay too. Just, I'd really like to know why you didn't like it. That would be great, so I can help improve myself. And from there, I'm going to be quiet now, finish out this map, and I will probably put the map on a time lapse. We'll see how quickly it goes. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.